Hey, everybody. Good morning, good time zone, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time zone you are in. Welcome to the prep session for Kids on Bikes. This is a new show. We've already had our session zero on Monday at the same time at 10 a.m. Central. And on Thursdays, I'm going to be doing the GM prep. So I'm going to be going over notes. I'm going to be going over how I'm doing things in the Roll20 app, and just all that great stuff. So um, I kind of had to decide: do I want a big picture of me or more of the maps and all that stuff? So I'm gonna do both, but if it feels like a big picture of me is annoying, then I can switch it around. But I think there's enough real estate on the right to be able to do this. But I also wanted to let y'all know what I look like, what I sound like, all this stuff. Plus, it's Black History Month. Y'all gonna get this blackness, you know. Yeah. So what I have up right here is I have a bunch of notes that I took during our session zero, and I'm gonna be using that in combination with the Roll20 app that I already have here, and I've been like adding stuff, and I'm gonna show you how I'm going to like manipulate that stuff that I added, and I also have a bit of a sketch pad here. So I use a really simple site here called paints.app. I believe it's only in Chrome because I think it's an extension, but it's basically a really straightforward sketching app. So I usually use this to like sketch out my ideas. I can't help it. I'm a data analyst by training, so I like to brainstorm and like map stuff out. So I'll be using a combination of all three of these things. I'll be switching in between the tabs. Um, Let me know if it makes more sense to show everything simultaneously, but I think switching in between the tabs is fun. So let's start with some sketching. So I already put, actually, you know what? I think this is too big. I'm actually going to delete this. So I want to get an idea of where we're going to place different things. So one thing that came out of our session zero is one of the notable landmarks is Tebergen Park, which is right in the center of town. So I want to start just by putting Tebergen Park just just smack in the center here. So we got Tebergen Park, right? And then I'll make it like we actually didn't talk about the shape of the park. So for now, I'll just make it a little rectangle. Oh, actually, I can do a kind of an exact rectangle here, and then I can put the text over it. Yeah. So we got that. We got Tebergen Park, and then we'll also make that green because it's a park. Oh, that kind of messes up that. Let's see. I know what I can do. I can put another rectangle just with the title in it. So this will say T Bergen Park. I've got to make that a little bigger. T Bergen Park, and then the outside of this will be green. Boom. There we go. All right. So we're starting with that right in the middle of town, right? Um, I will be showing this to the players. So the idea of the GM prep is I'm not going to do any spoilers. I'm not going to do any things like that because sometimes like the players might want to hop in and like I say hi. I'm basically going to be organizing things that we already talked about. You know, um, and obviously I'm building a map, right? So they haven't seen the map yet, but it's not gonna. But I'm not gonna focus on anything that would be considered like a spoiler that they wouldn't want to see first. So yeah, but since you bring that up, in roll 20, there's a couple of different layers. So there's a object and a token. Well, sorry. First, there's a map and background area, which is for like static things that don't move. So if I have like a school or a field, that will be on the map background, and that's visible to like players. There's also it's the morning. It's the morning. Hello. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I think I had a little bit of audio stuff, but we should be good now. Okay. Yeah, I've been messing around with this NVIDIA broadcast software, and sometimes it is a little buggy, but we're good now. Okay. Oh yeah, I will not be forgetting about the chalice statue for sure. Yeah. So as I was saying, there is a map layer, which is for like the static like background stuff that doesn't move, like a field, a school, a dungeon, or whatever. There's this object and tokens layer that's for things that do move, so like players, NPCs, monsters, all that stuff. And then there's the GM info overlay. So that's not visible to players, but like that's like for me to have things in the background or like to have things that I'm gonna show to the players a little later. So I'm working within the GM info overlay now, but I can take any object here and I can actually promote it to a different layer. So I can change it to the token layer or like even the map layer in the background if I want it to be visible to players in the game. So I'm starting in the GM layer, but I'm going to like eventually put it in the object and tokens in the map layer because I obviously want my players to be able to have it. But it's a really cool because I can have like people in the background that like pop out and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, so there's definitely like functionality on roll 20 to be able to hide things from the players. And I don't think you can have multiple. I think those are the only layers. Well, like there is a dynamic lighting layer as well. I haven't really messed around with that a lot. I know that that's a piece of new functionality that like allows like realistic like lightning lighting on on your objects. Like I believe this wagon here has like dynamic lighting because of the shadow on it. But I might mess around with that a little bit later. But like I'm trying to just focus on building out this town. All right. So we got T Park, and one thing that we mentioned is that there's a rumor that there are bodies buried by the old bootleggers under here, right? So we don't know if that's true, but there's definitely a rumor. And there's also a kind of mossed over chalice statue. Now, I actually want to see. So in roll 20, if you go up here in your game to the art library, you can search for different things. So I'm actually going to search for a chalice and I'm going to see if anything comes up. So I get a bunch of stuff from the web that like I can bring in, but there's also things within roll 20s like a marketplace. So I have a whole bunch of things here. So I want to see what kind of chalice do I want to base this off of, because they have a whole bunch of different chalices here, and looking to see if they already have something that looks a little old. And because this is from a top-down view, I probably do want like a top-down view of a chalice. Let's see. I had the feeling it was a fancy schmancy one. Um, you know, that's what was in my mind at least. Oh wow, look at these mushroom chalices. Oh my god, these look freaky. You know, I would probably go with this if I was playing a different kind of game, but because we're saying that this chalice was built like, oh well, I think I refreshed it by mistake. Um, that like this chalice was built as like a way for the city to attempt to hide the history of the rumor of these bodies. Well, actually, we didn't define everything about what the chalice is for, so we can kind of say it's for whatever we want. So let's just look through the chalice again. I love these. I love these mushroom chalices. They look so weird. Okay, those are people inside of chalices. It looks like, and then we got a bunch here. I'm trying to think of something that like a prohibition era, like as like a testament to a prohibition era kind of bootlegger thing would look like. So I'm not looking for something too futuristic. Actually, maybe something along the lines of this might work. Oh, this is interesting. This is from Disney. um, hmm. The only problem with these is that these are like side view. I think the only way to get the like top view is to look at the stuff already in Roll20. So I think we're gonna go for one of those top view ones that we already saw. Um. Oh, I actually, I actually think that means that the person that did the overlay meant did not fill in the pronouns. Actually, I think that's like a template for them to be changed, which I probably should have checked out. Yeah, those should be he, him. So yeah, we got it. No, I'm not trying to introduce some kind of uh new you know way to say it. I think we might go for this gilded vessel here. Like it looks pretty straightforward. So I can just click and drag and oh, where'd it go? Let's try that again. There we go. So it's right there. So I know that. So I have like my school stuff here. So I'm just trying to group all the stuff that I've already grabbed. So this is like my school stuff all in this corner here. This is like the outside of the school. This is like a parking lot. I forgot what this is. I think this is like another building. I'll put that down somewhere. And this is perhaps an area of the school that we will learn about later. It's kind of a little creepy section of the school. So I have a professor here. I have a book. I have a book here. I have a professor here that's like teaching a bunch of students. So like these, oh, I didn't mean to move all that. Oops. Yeah, so like these are all students here. Since we will have a school. Oh, okay, there we go. You know, the one weird thing is like when you move something, it like keeps the copy of where they originally are until you finish the move. So it almost feels like you are like a duplicating or not. Clowns, spiders, cannibalisms. Oh yeah, absolutely. So my players went over like lines and veils. We actually filled out a spreadsheet where everybody said what they absolutely don't want and what they want to be kind of like a warned about. And like we also use like a X card kind of system, where if something comes up and it's just like not comfortable, they can just throw like an X in the chat, and then we can just like move on from it. So yeah, that safety stuff is super super important. It's something I was worried about coming into this, because I've been in experiences where people have not respected those boundaries, and it hasn't been great. So the safety stuff works very 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 well. So Okay, let's yeah, so like all my school stuff is sort of up in this corner here. Uh Here's Coach Dougal. I just found this really animated version of a coach, hall monitor, some principal people. Yeah, so like this is kind of like the school section here. But this chalice part, we'll actually put down here, and we'll say that this is from the park. So I can like enter in text here. I can just say this is for Techburg Park. Right? Yeah. Yeah. So our chalice for the park is there. And where do we want this chalice? Actually, you know what? Maybe I don't know. I tend to go back and forth with like if I want to do all the design in a Roll20. But like I was having trouble actually finding some good parks. But let's see. Cause like this is not a great park either, right? It's a kind of like a park that the city kind of just they don't want to show off this like history of the bootleggers, so they kind of paved over this thing pretty quickly. Um, Coach Dizzle for Shizzle. That's right, Coach D. And the problem with these parks is that they're not like that overhead view that like we need. These are mostly all just like promotional pictures from different sites and stuff. I wonder how they do the licensing though, because I'm looking at the sources and I'm like, can I bring in like a New York City government park into my campaign? Like I'm not sure how they do that, but I'm assuming it's all like Creative Commons licenses and all that stuff. Um, so okay, all right, yeah. So while this is searching for some purchases, let's just go back over to our thing here. Yeah. So I remember we said that the chalice was like kind of off to the side. So like let's say that our chalice is like kind of here. Whoops. Yeah, so we'll draw that little chalice thing. It's kind of like over here. All right. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it should be there or like kind of like in the left corner maybe. Because we wanted to make it clear that it's not like the centerpiece of the park. It's a kind of like off to the side. Yeah. So here's Techburg Park in the center of town. So there's a couple things that we have to. Yeah. I find that like a YouTube also helps well, and also the Roll20 help also has a really good like a walkthrough and tutorial as well. Um, yeah. So couple things that we have to figure out here. So we know that T Bergen is in the center. We got to figure out where is the. Let's see. So like, where's the school? We want to know where the sort of the residential area is. We want to know where the commercial area is because we did mention that there is some like in industry here, and within the commercial area, we definitely want to know wherever that Chem T plant was. And we don't know if the building is still there, if it's just like paved over or like a whatever, but we definitely want to know where that is. We want to know where this turnip festival that we talked about is being held. Um, let's see, is there anything else in here? Oh yeah, we like want to know where Foreman's Flicks is. Let's see. We want to know where the offices of Homegrown, the historical society is. So we want to know where that is. And we want to know where the offices of the Small Business Association is, so the TSBA. Let's see where else. So I think that's oh yeah, and the quarry though. I would imagine that like Chadwick's quarry is like out of town, right? So yeah, so like both like Chadwick's quarry and the Doomsday Preppers are going to be out of town. So we'll say that we have a part over here that's like our out of town stuff. So let's just move both of these over here and say that this is for. Oh yes, they are like radishes. Um, Basically, as I said on the show, if you ever played Super Mario Brothers 2, uh, I'll show you what the turnips in that game look like. They look like this, little cute turnips, and you pick them up and you throw them at people. So yeah, that's like what I was like imagining, as we were playing the game. Okay, so we can't find any parks here. So let's actually look for some turnips, guys. Let's see if we can find some turnips we can use. So we got. Ooh, look at all these. Why are there so many turnips in the marketplace? That's kind of surprising. Okay. Oh, that is a creepy turnip. Don't want to use that. Oh yeah, I think we'll just use just the ones from these scene editions because these actually look pretty good. Oh, actually, I got something in my eye. I will be right back. Okay. Sorry, not sure what happened there. But sometimes things get in your eyes. And I was like, yeah, I probably don't want to see me rubbing my eyes every 5 minutes. All right. So, yeah, so we got a bunch of turnips on Roll20. I'm a little shocked to see so many turnips. But you know what? I actually like these two because remember, the Turnip Festival, we probably want to have some loose turnips and also some turnips in like a garden. Oh, our wing lioness bunny, you know, with the humor. I love that. Uh, yeah. So we got some like sort of like turnips. Oh, look how well lit those turnips are. It's pretty good. And then we have these turnips here. Yeah. So yes. So we never mentioned that. Yeah, we do need some really big turnips, all right? Which is why I'm kind of making these. I'm definitely gonna be making them a little bit bigger. Uh, this is weird though. This is like monster turnips. I don't want them to be fighting turnips. Uh, yeah. So yeah, I think these are. And then we have like a wagon of turnips, I guess. And then there's a whole bunch of turnips. Oh my god. Oh god. I'm gonna turn from that. Whatever that is terrifying. And then we have some more like, I guess, accurate turnips. Um, but like we don't want any. We don't want those turnips. So yeah, I think this is good because if I like duplicate this, I think I can duplicate. Yeah. So like if I copy and paste it, right, I can like make a little farm basically, right? Yeah, look at that. I can't. Oop. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I can. The like one thing I don't. So like I know I can group things. I just want to see if I can like crop this. I don't think I can. I think I would have to actually set the dimensions of it. Yeah, well, like I'm not talking about the grid part. I just mean just getting rid of the, well, whatever. I won't get into that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think if I should make it a little bit bigger, that'll be fine. Okay, sweet. Yeah, so I can basically can make a little turnip garden. You know, yeah. So that's definitely going to like work there for us. We haven't talked about where if the turnips are in Tebergen Park at all, but like they should be around there, right? Because like you can kind of imagine that the middle of this town is kind of like a green space, you know. So we'll say that like this is a near there, and we also got to keep in mind that Amelia, let's see, Amelia Vanderwooden, who dared Julian Pepperwood to run for mayor, um, is the main advocate for trying to save the Turnip Festival, right? And she is like a older woman that's a force. I think I had one that was kind of an older woman. Forgot which one it was. Was it this? Oh, whoops! I have to get off text. Okay, let's get rid of that text. Uh, was it her? No, that's kind of young. Maybe I didn't get a older woman yet, actually. So, like a cheese hats. Like, well, I am in Wisconsin, so I can get a bunch of those like Packers cheese hats and just make it just like a big turnip. Uh, the old woman. Wow, that looks like an old woman from Zelda. That's like a quest giver or something. Let's see. Wow, that if if Amelia if she looks like this, that would be so foreboding. I kind of like it though. I actually might include that for something else later because I don't think Amelia is going to look like that, but I like that. Yeah, I think this might be her here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That'll be Amelia. Yeah, so we'll put her here, tending to her turnips. All right. Yeah. So cool. Yeah, I don't want to turn off the snap to grid because I had it off like before and it was just a little too messy. Um, so I'm just gonna leave it this way for now. And let's just see what other that stupid. Why is that click to drag thing there? That's like annoying me. That that can I get rid of that? Uh, I would probably have to refresh, which I kind of don't want to do. So we'll just deal with it. Sweet lady, sweet old lady B. Hmm. I don't know. I mean, number one, like she's black, so I'm feeling that. Let's see, what other? Oh, it's just shotgun. Oh my god. Oh, we got an animated old woman. Look at that. Uh, okay. Okay. Oh, a centaur. How does that come under old woman? uh, Dixie huckster. Let's see. Hmm. I like that one too. Yes. So we're basically gonna have an Amelia off. I'm gonna pick a few, and I'm gonna ask y'all in the chat which one you think looks the best. And remember, I'm looking for like a top down view. Um, woman. Oh yeah, this is an Amelia off for sure. We whoa, look at that. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's so creepy. Huh. Okay. We got. Okay. Yeah. So I think I want to decide between these three. And I'll put them right side up just so they're a little easier. So I want y'all basically to vote in the chat. So I'm gonna give them numbers, and then you can just put a number in the chat for which one you want. So this is number 1, number 2, number 3. Oh yeah, poll. You are correct. I don't think I can create a poll, but maybe if salty ginger, I can click one and press Z. You said Z. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I think I can just zoom in a little bit, maybe. Yeah. There we go. Hopefully that's a little bit better for everybody to see. So like Amelia is the mayor's neighbor. So Amelia grew up near Julian, and she kind of dared like Julian to run for mayor. And she's kind of like this older, like persnickety kind of character. And she is down with the turnip festival that Homegrown is trying to cancel. So yeah, so 1, 2, or 3. Well, like first, can you see these like well enough to be able to make a decision? Oh, a lot of people like 3. Look at that. A lot of people like 3. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Well, 3 will be our Amelia, and the others I'll save for something else. Because we'll definitely have like some other women in here. All right. So we got our Amelia. Cool. Thank y'all for helping me with that decision. Yeah. So you win the Amelia off. And you two I will use for something else. I will just put on the side here. All right. I also had this graphic here. And I was thinking about using this for the turnip garden, possibly. I don't remember what I even searched for to get this, but it looked pretty cool. Yeah, so I might use this for the garden. If like we ever have a scene in the garden. So I think I'm gonna keep this here in the garden part as well. Yeah, so I might use that for a background. If we actually go to that garden where like Amelia is trying to save it, so we might have a little confrontation maybe, between Amelia and Homegrown in the garden. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm trying to set that kind of stuff up. Okay, great. All right, so now. Yeah, so these are like our like out of town things over there. Yes, so let's think about where this stuff should be. I think I'm just gonna do some arbitrary our placements. Buy rhubarb pie, and now I want a rhubarb pie now. Uh, so I might have to see if I can acquire one. Yeah, actually, you know what? I never had rhubarb pie until I moved to Wisconsin. It's like huge here. There's a lot of rhubarb stuff here, and I never really had it until I moved to the Midwest. So I don't know if that's like a Wisconsin thing or a general Midwest thing. I don't really know. MC Homegrown. You know, there might. I mean, this is the early '90s, and we do have like one of our characters that is an aspiring DJ. So there might be some rappers. There might be some aspiring rappers in Techburg, y'all. I'm just saying. You know, there could be. I could have already thought of some characters that are definitely going to be that. you know. Um, all right, so I'm just going to move some stuff around just to try to get a feel for what we want to do here. Ooh, rhubarb crumble. Yeah. Yeah, that's also great. That's also great. Yeah. So let's say that let's put the school kind of like directly above the park. So the school would be here. And let's say that the residential area will be not that far from the school, right? Because they wanted the school to be so that kids can like easily like actually go to it. Um, I like I like the like turnip festival maybe being in between the school and T-Bergen Park, and then I think south of the park is where we'd have like the general like commercial district with like Chemty maybe in the lower left because like it's a manufacturing plant, so like they didn't want it to be um hmm yeah. And then the commercial the like rest of the commercial things that like you go and shop for. So I kind of like this because that makes the park is like the center. So when people are going like back and forth, like to like do their shopping and I come back, they can meet at the park, have coffee, do all that kind of stuff. So I kind of like that setup there. Uh, Foreman Flicks, because it's been here so long, I think it actually wouldn't be in the commercial district. It would actually be kind of its own thing. I'll say that like Eric Foreman, because he's like a small business owner, maybe Foreman Flicks are just like a converted house, right? Maybe it's like one of his like houses that he just turned into a place. So I'd say that it's near residential. It's a probably like just right outside of the residential, so that so that it can be you know zoned differently. So even though I doubt they're gonna have like video store in here, yeah, I don't think so. But let's just look for a storefront because I do want to have like, but like I don't want it to like look like a big fancy store. Like I just want it to be like a you know, like a local, like a small local store. And like all these are too big. So let's take a look at what we got here. All right. Storefronts. Oh, oh wow. So like science. Look at that. Hollow suites. Intergalactic firepower. Okay, we got a bunch of awnings. Okay. Okay, so if I needed to build one, at least I could. I think storefront might be the wrong thing. Maybe just store. I might be able to get some more. Y'all, I want some rhubarb pie now. Oh my god, y'all getting me hungry. Y'all getting me hungry. I do have a. I don't know if this counts as good as a rhubarb pie, but I do keep some Cliff Bars on deck, just so I can eat some food. I also have some jerky around. Just like if I'm dreaming and like I don't want to make like a whole meal or something. Just something quick. But that rhubarb sounds good. It sounds good. All right. So while that is loading, because I imagine that there's a lot of assets that match store there. Let's look at. Yeah. So the TSBA is obviously going to be near Foreman's Flick since Eric Foreman is the chair. And I also like the fact that the small business is going to be near like the old Kempty building, which is like the epitome of a large employer. So I feel like that could be interesting. And then homegrown, I would say would be over here because we don't have a lot of stuff here on the right side. Hmm. So let's see if there's anything else that we talked about that we forgot to do. I actually don't know. I haven't watched a lot of the '70s show. So is Eric Foreman a character on there? So we got homegrown, Foreman's Flicks. We did T-Berg and Park. We did Chadwick's Quarry. We did the school. Okay, but by Vindictive Jukebox. Main character. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that show. The only thing I know about that show is I think that was the show that Ashton Kutcher was in, I think. But yeah, I've never seen it. All right. Look at all my Grammarly all my all my Grammarly updates. Um and Mila Kunis, yeah. All right. Um so oh yeah, the rival school. That's right, the Techburg turnips. How can I forget? So the Techburg turnips are definitely going to be on this side of things for sure. So if actually, you know what? Yeah. So this is the T. Bergen Academy of Science here, which means I would delete this. That means that the good old Techburg turnips are going to be down here. And like remember that like they have a rivalry. So well, actually, if they have a rivalry, maybe they should be closer together, right? So like maybe homegrown is actually down to the right and like a T-Berg and that yeah, I think that would be cool because like the turnip festival is like kind of like almost in between them, you know. So um, huh, okay. So let's see, is there anything else? So Techburg turnips. Um, we got gang. We have. Well, that's not really. Oh yeah, the paper, and I don't think we ever got the name of the paper. Actually, I think I forgot to ask them about that. The name of the local paper that Alexa von Tiebergen runs. Um, so let's see. So yeah, let's just put that over here. Yeah. So this is the local paper office. The Techbird Tribune. Yeah. I'm. Yeah. I think I'm gonna leave it up to the players to name it. But I do like the Techburg Tribune. That's pretty good. Or the Turnip Trune or something. The Turnbune. I don't know. All right, pretty good. I don't want to put the location of the tunnels on here because I think that is something that I'm definitely going to use that, but that's something that I'm probably going to do off stream. Where the tunnels are. Let's see. Okay. All right. I think what I'm going to do is so I know we have the residential area, but we mentioned that the Chadwicks and the T-Bergens are like these sort of pillars of the community. Um, so I think we should specifically say sort of where they are in that residential area, because they basically, I want them to have like competing like mansions, like, you know what I'm saying? So like let's say that the night that like the nicest kind of part of town is this like upper left corner. So we're gonna have like a Chadwick mansion, and then we're gonna have a T-Bergen mansion, and they're definitely gonna be like directly across the street. You know what I'm saying? Like just competing huge mansions. You know, um, I like that. Uh, and then the rest of the people live. Yes, yes. So like this part is like. Why does it keep going down like that? Okay, that's very weird. Huh. I don't know why it keeps doing that. But if we start down, okay, there we go. Yeah, yeah. So actually, going to switch this from residential to. Oh my God! Why does it keep doing that? Uh, switch. Oh my God! This is really driving me crazy. All right, so we're going from residential to like this is like the fancy pants area, right? And that's why the Chadwick mansions would be here. It's really weird because if I go from like the bottom right to the left, then it doesn't jump. But if I go from the top left, then it jumps. Really strange. See, like if I start there, it'll jump down. But oh, well, I guess it doesn't work the way I thought. But that's okay. All right, so the fancy pants part is going to be there. Okay, and then and then there's actually going to be, so this part is actually going to be kind of separated away by like some oh whoops, want to redo that? Yeah, by like some sort of natural thing, like either like rocks or I don't know if it'll be man-made or not, but I definitely want them to be separated away from the common folks, kind of, you know. Um, and there's like a gated entrance or like a I don't want to make it like a moat. Well, actually, you know what? I don't think it would make sense that they would share the same kind of fancy area. So let's draw this out again. So let's say that we have, oh my God, we got here, and then that's separated. Then we got one area here, that's separated. And then we have our residential area. There we go. I think, yeah, this feels a little bit better. So then, so like this, oh my God. I don't know why it's starting to do that now. It's very strange. I'm gonna try to make this a little bigger. Maybe that'll help. No, it does not. Wow, even when I erase it does that. Very, very weird. Um, so I'm just gonna write the text here, and then I'm gonna drag it over there. Uh, so Chadwick Mansion. We got T-Bergen Mansion. So these two. So this one I'm gonna drag over here. This one I'm gonna drag over here. Y'all, I'm trying not to get frustrated at that, but it's like so frustrating. Okay. All right. Yeah. And then so so like surrounding all them is like the residential area. So we'll just type residential, a normal residential area, and then this will go here. And I'll say that the T-Bergens even have like their own. Well, actually, like that park isn't really that nice. I really wouldn't make sense for them to, because like I want to make it so that they don't have to really go through the residential area. You know, um, well, actually, no. Maybe they do want to because like maybe they want to flex. You know what I'm saying? So they want people to see them driving their like fancy cars and stuff through their neighborhood, and then they kind of go into their mansions. And their mansions are like elevated, so they're kind of like above the common folks. You know. Um, so yeah, I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that. Uh, yeah. Okay. Okay. This feels good. Yeah. So like this is where all all the players live in the shadow of these mansions. Um, and then on the bottom here we got Foreman Flicks, which makes sense because Eric Foreman can just like go down and like do his job. And I think that the TSBA also makes sense because Foreman also chairs that. I like Chemty being like just a huge space here. And like again, we haven't mentioned if it's like if the building is still there, if it's abandoned. I'm gonna say that it's probably still there. But they're trying to repurpose it in some way. Um, then we have the commercial district down here. So that's where you shop, where your food is, your like a clothing stores and all that. Again, I really like the idea that people come from the residential area. They walk past the park, and then they can shop. I don't know. I just like the idea of like setting up like shopping dates and then stopping by the park and then going to Forum and Flicks, chilling. You know, I kind of like that. You know, and like maybe even stopping by the by the by the turnip thing as as well. Um, I don't know. I mean, I've never seen the '70s show, so I can't really do that. But maybe if you share with me some of his personality traits, um, I can think about it. But like, I'm not really gonna copy a character, but I might incorporate maybe one or two things. Um, so yeah, I like the idea of making the park a spot because I feel like Homegrown saw that this was like a normal place that people were meeting. So they kind of wanted to like take advantage of that, make a common space with the added bonus that it takes the focus away from those rumors about the bodies being buried under there. You know, so you know, so like they were like going for that. So all right, cool. Um, I'm assuming red is another that '70s show reference. Uh, I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Commercial. Yeah. So I like that idea. Um. Oh, I know. Maybe maybe we should look for the mayor's office. Hmm. I guess we should just. I guess I have to decide if the mayor's going to live in the normal kind of residential area, but I don't think so. I think that the city hall will be somewhere um in the commercial area. Yeah. So Yes, so like the commercial areas here, but it'll also include City Hall. So we'll have City Hall right here. So like that's like where like the mayor and all that stuff is. And then commercial. All right, so let's see. Do we have any city halls in our assets? Because I know there's a bunch here, obviously. I don't know if there's any overhead view, but there might be some in our asset field here. Yeah, we'll just have to see. Okay, so while that is searching them on, let's do this. And okay, I'm digging it. Yeah, so like this is where Julian is. Now, I guess I don't know. I'm trying to decide if the mayor is going to live in that residential area or if they're going to have kind of their own place because this will decide where Marquia's character where Mana Pepperwood lives, you know, because she's the mayor's daughter. Um, you know, I'll say that as an attempt to connect with her citizens, and because Julian is the first mayor, not not a Chadwick or not a T-Bergen, that like she does live by here. So the TSBA is the Techburg Small Business Association, right? And they are trying to bring more business to the city, right? Um, yeah. I mean, there definitely is a mayor's house, but I think that because because in the past it was always a Chadwick or a mansion, sorry, or a T-Bergen, they just governed from their mansions. So there's never been a mayor's house because they just would have governed in their mansion. They probably never even went into City Hall. But now that we have our first person, that's the mayor. They want to live in the residential area. They want to live with the people. You know what I'm saying? So so mayor. So Mayor Pepperwood lives with the people. You know. So yeah, I like that. Oh, so you put Foreman's Flicks with an X. Oh, maybe I should put it with an X. I don't know. I don't know. Might be Foreman's Flicks with an X, or but no, he's probably a pretty classic guy. Like he might go FFLICKS. Um, but like maybe actually, you know what? Maybe maybe Foreman had a new Coke kind of situation. And if you're not familiar, Coca Cola they tried to roll out something called New Coke, and like everybody hated it, so they went back to Coke Classic after the outcry. So maybe there was a Flicks naming disaster, right? Where he tried to name it Flicks, but there was so much pushback, you know, that he went back to the classic name, you know? He was trying to attract those like cool Chicago folks by like trying to be edgy, you know, but he said, "Nah, man, I got to go back to Flicks." So I actually like that idea. Thank you for throwing that X. Oh, and yes, there's definitely a 3X room that is not marked. It's just I don't know if you're old enough to remember going to a home video store, so not like a Blockbuster. They always had like an adult like video section, but it was always like a like curtain or something like that that like you had to go past to see all the all of the adult videos. And it was weird because it's not like it was like a guard there, or it's not, or it's not like you couldn't go and anybody could just walk in. I remember walking in as like a 11-year-old, or like now, like you couldn't actually rent it because like they would look at you like, yo, like no, you know. But you could definitely go past that curtain. Ooh, the old flick sign in the quarry. Hmm, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. So old flick sign. I like that. Yeah. So yeah, if we do go over to the quarry, like we're def, definitely gonna have that for sure. Okay. All right. So I think this is a pretty decent layout. I think it covers all the major parts of the map with Tebergen Park in the center. Um, and yeah, I was gonna put that forest with the Doomsday Prepper to the right, but it would probably be like all around. I think I'll actually leave it up to Kaylee's character, up to Meadow, to like to add that content about exactly what these Doomsday Preppers are doing since she came from that group, you know. So yeah, it'll be really interesting. I love that she picked that as a background, but that's why I love to save the character creation till the end of the session zero, because often people, when you make the world first, then you think about, you might have had a character in a mind, but like then you like think about, oh yeah, this is how it fits in that story. Yeah. So you're definitely right. No one in Techburg knows, but remember that like Meadow moved from there into Techburg, so she would know, or she would know the last location, because maybe they're pretty mobile and they know that one of theirs just left to go to the city, and they might snitch. So maybe they moved from the original kind of location that Meadow kind of grew up in, right? Because like they want to make sure that they are not being found. I like that. I like that. And that's something that is plausible. So moved locations since Meadow came to Techburg. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that very much. Okay. All right. So let's see what we got over here. So we got no city halls. Let's just try cabin, right? Because the cabins are like where the are where those doomsday preppers are. Look at these. Look at these beautiful little cabins. I don't think these are the kind of cabins that we're looking for. We're looking for straight up, off the grid log cabins. Is what we're looking for. Not these like super fancy cabins, bougie cabins. Yeah, so we will let that load up. And let's see. So yeah, while that's searching, I did add some other things here too. I tried to add some stuff here, but I couldn't really find anything in these. I have some decks, and like I think I can get rid of this deck though. I mean, there's some cool things here though. Like I like this place here. Actually, yeah, I don't know what I would use this for, but it looks pretty cool. So I'm just gonna just have it here, and let's look at this place. I don't want to actually deal. Let's see. Yeah, so yeah, maybe she found a cave or abandoned cabin. Oh yeah, I think she'll find definitely some remnants that they used to be there. But I think most of these are a little. too fantasy. It's not terrible. Let's see. I'm just looking for some more basic stuff. So let's see, what's this room? Oh, I kind of like this because like they can come across like a weapons room maybe. Maybe when they're looking for the bootlegger stuff, like they'll find this kind of stuff because they were like not trying to use guns to draw attention. So like maybe they had some archers, some bootlegging archers. Yeah, I like that. Okay, all right, y'all. We are doing well here. All right, so this was just like scary old guy. I don't really know what I would use that for, but I figured that he might be like somebody in T-Bergen that sorry in like a Techburg that is kind of like yelling like conspiracy theories and that kind of stuff. I kind of thought about. Um, so haven't really had a name for him. I mean, he might even be a person that's not named. Not quite sure about that. So yeah, I was thinking about making him a doomsday prepper. I feel like it'd be a little too easy, but I might, I definitely I like put him there just because he looked cool. Um, and then I found a bunch of other people too. As I said before, probably gonna use this for Coach Dougal. Um, he just looks like a ex wrestler. Doesn't have an ascot on though, but maybe he doesn't wear his ascot to school. This was like a hall monitor character. Um, not not overhead, but I like the design so much that I definitely want to try to use it in some way. This was a teacher. Yeah, just kind of like actively teaching from like a book. And this, I was thinking of making this our principal, Felix von Tiebergen. Like the one that is trying to be hip. You know, so I'm thinking some thinking about doing that. Thinking about doing that. So, and then I found this is definitely like a teacher, kind of like the like overhead view of a teacher. And then I just had just some overhead students. Well, like this guy's a flashlight, so I'll probably use him for something else. I'll drag him over there. But the rest of them are just like students that are just paying attention to their class. Oh wait, you have like a hockey? What is that? Is that like a lacrosse stick? Yeah, we'll put you over here as well. I basically just want people that are populating the school, right? So I just dragged a bunch of different kids. Um, yeah, so like they're watching the class. I got a school bus here that says school bus on. Yeah, was that a golf club? I honestly I couldn't even tell if it was a golf club or like a field hockey stick. I don't know if that's called. I think it's a field hockey stick. Um, yeah, so I have that. I found this like crossing sign. Oh yeah, this book. Um, and this like animated sign as well. This one here. Yeah, so yeah, we just got a bunch of school stuff over there. And this will probably be the exterior of the school. I know it says like bakery and stuff, but like I kind of like the design of it. So we might just ignore that it says bakery on the front and just say that like this is the school building. And then this would be the parking lot of that building, right? And I know it has like several like levels. I was looking for like more of a flat one. Actually, you know what? Let's see if we can find a parking lot. And yeah, because like because like this is something that you could like realistically have like a overhead view of parking lot ruins. Let's see, modern city interior. Huh. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so not a parking lot, but I kind of like this as maybe like an intersection. Like if they're out in the town, I can use this as sort of like a, huh, I like this. I got to think of a way to use this, but this actually might be like maybe just outside of the school, like between the school and the residential area. So yeah, I like that modern city interior. Okay, definitely don't want a cyberpunk parking lot. Empty lot. Okay, yeah, I actually think I think I'll use this instead of this parking lot. I think we'll use this parking lot. It's like, what is this here? I forgot what that is, so let's get rid of that. But yeah, this is a yeah, this is a much better like a parking lot. And oh wait, that's way too cracked. That is it said cracked, but like that's like a little too much. So like we'll just go with the straight up parking lot. And yeah, I think that looks pretty good for like a school parking lot. Yeah. So we'll work with that. Um and the rest of these I think were good. Some ground marking, some keep clear stuff. Yeah, I don't think we need any loading bays. Well, actually, uh, we can maybe use those loading bays for around where the Kempty Park is, right? So like wherever that like that either if the Kempty building there or not, we can definitely say that that there were like loading bays for them to bring in the material and stuff. So Kempty building loading bays because there can definitely be I could definitely bring that into the story for sure to have something with those loading bays. So yeah, I like that idea. So let's do that. Let's see what else we got here. Paint lines. I don't think we need that level of detail with paint lines. Potholes. I think we're good on that. Okay. Blank shopping mall. Oh, I do like these. Huh. So like these are all like different like quadrants of like a shopping mall. So like maybe if I'm doing like the commercial part, maybe this will be used for the commercial part. All right. Partially filled. Let's see. Hmm. I do like that. I just wish it showed more of the stores, I guess. Because like I mean I searched for a parking lot, so it makes sense that it's only showing that modern mall. See now, I wish what I could do is I wish I could click on this and then it would take me to the entire mall. But I'm gonna copy this to the library because that is pretty cool. Like I like the idea of like having like a whole thing that's a modern mall. Clothing bins, couch. Oh wow, there's a lot of great stuff here. Yeah, I think I also copied this apocalypse one, the warehouse one. I think we'll copy those. And then the modern bar tubs and well. Yeah, mall indoors is a good one to think about. Yes, so like now I have those whole things in here, which is great. Cool. Yeah. So the cool thing is once you add it to the library, you get access to like everything there, right? So like now I'm getting things that aren't just in the parking lot part. So like now I have access to. Oh, look at this, a map storeroom, guys. Look at that. Ooh, we got some Chemty action. We have some Chemty action for sure. So just it's not lit. Oh, there we go. Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna put these loading bays here, and we're gonna put this interior part. Hey, I mean, get greedy. The Animal Warehouse cat. That is hilarious. Everyone needs that bodega cat. Stairs. I mean, there are creepy things that happen with stairs, so I'm digging that. Let's see what else we got here. Stops and curbs. Oh, there's a lot of good stuff here. Safety cones. All your construction vehicles and stuff. And hey, Cypher. This is a GM prep session that I'm doing for the Kids on Bikes campaign. So I'm gonna be going through Roll20, building the world, the map. Well, like we already had our session 0 where we got all the details down, but this is me taking the details from this Google Doc here that I created from notes from our session, and we are going through. Right now, I'm looking at there's basically a factory that's involved, and I'm just looking at some of this factory stuff and seeing. I'm more looking for general over map things, so like some of these like smaller things I'm not really looking at right now, but I'm just looking through because yeah, this is great. There's all kind of cool stuff here. So this modern mall one, let's just see if there's any that have more of the stores here. I don't think so, unfortunately, but that's cool. I love that. I love it. All right, let's do another search for everything. Uh, let's just look for what did you say? Mall indoors, right? Was one that we wanted to try to see. Um, yeah, and there's nothing in the library, nothing there. Okay, great. But we did get some great Chemty stuff though. This is awesome. This is really cool. And we got the turnips. We have a potential place for the turnip festival here. Um, we got our chalice for Techburg Park. I'm still not sure what I want to use this for, but I think this might be actually, you know what? This might be like one of the rooms in the Chadwick in one of the mansions. Like they've been trying to style like different. Oh, actually, you know what? That's a way I might be able to um, use some of these older settings. We can say that maybe because the Chadwicks and the T-Bergens are these like influential people, maybe they have like themed rooms in their mansions, so they might have like a fantasy themed room, and they might have like a room that's themed as like an older style thing. So that actually might be a sneaky way for me to use some of these Roll20 assets that like tend to be more more like about like a fantasy and stuff. So yeah, I like that idea. I like that idea. Themed rooms. That's what we're going with. That is what we're going with for sure. Oh yeah, very centric. Not just old people, like generations wealthy people. You know what I mean? Like these are people that are wealthy for generations. All right, let's do a search for quarry. Uh, and which again, I thought Noir was talking about a mine in Session Zero, but essentially, like the Chadwick family, they found this quarry. They got it somehow. No one knows how, but they do own it, and it's right outside of town. So I just want to see if the marketplace has anything with quarries in it. Let's see, rock pile, single stone, mine cart. Oh crap! Whoops, I pressed the wrong button, and it redid the search. My bad. Okay. All right. So now, so yeah, I have to wait for that to a load again. Sorry. Oh, ugly limestone statue with the quarry rock. Okay, okay, I kind of like that. So yeah, let's just make a section here of just eccentric Chadwick or T-Bergen stuff. And yeah, they would definitely have some rock piles. Uh, I actually let's just start with the Chadwick stuff now. So like let's say that we're only focusing on them now because their stuff would focus on the quarry, right? So like it'd be like quarry themed. Oh, I love this. Yes. So so like they would Nor was saying a hole in the ground, but then it except the quarry. Honestly, I don't really know. Um, when I think of a quarry, I think of I don't know, like I think of just like somewhere where you're mining stuff. So it's like you're going inside and there's, you know, tunnels and that kind of thing. Honestly, I think of yeah, it. I was gonna mention it. I was also gonna mention and this is kind of a bit of a weird like a reference, but the movie Broken Arrow where John Travolta steals a nuclear weapon and tries to detonate it. They like the ending kind of climactic scene is like it's either a mine or a quarry, but like they take this like elevator underground and like that's like the like climactic scene because they're trying to like get to a place that can hold a nuclear blast. So yeah, that's what I think of. Um, thanks for stopping by, Cypher. Um, or I think of if you ever played the game Control. I won't spoil what happens, but there's a big part that involves, I believe it's a quarry or a mine, where like you actually have to go to this thing and get it. So yeah, that's what I think about. So yeah, let's see. What would they have some? Would they have something like this? Yes, they would. Let me see. Is this a mine cart? It doesn't really look like one. This is more just like tracks. Uh, oh, look at that. We have our label for the quarry. I like that. Oh yeah, control. Um, uh, let's see. Oh, is that in the second act of the movie? Like, for some reason, I imagine the end of Broken Arrow was them in that part with the elevator where they take the elevator down and do all that stuff. Um, let's see. Yeah. I love Control. It is. It was my game of the year when it came out. Um, the one I grew up in near had enormous piles of rocks of different sizes, from fist size to gravel, lots of watery pits, gravel roadways snaking up a hill. I love that, Mr. Bone. That's cool. 30 feet high of a rock. Wow. Incredible. Oh, oh, the end is on a train. Oh, I guess I don't. Oh, yeah, right. Yes, yes. I do remember that now. Yeah. Broken Arrow, y'all. I don't know. I like John Travolta as villains. Like whenever he's a villain in a movie, he's a very compelling villain. Um, in movies. All right, let's see. Oh, look at these. So I'm gonna save this town and city label because that could be interesting. If there's different labels. Oh, I love Travolta in Face Off. I love Nicolas Cage in general, but both of them like together, which is very cool. Um, and I think they're remaking Face Off. I forgot who they're trying to get to do it, but um, it was a good movie. All right, so okay, so yeah, this could be. I like the look of it. So yeah, let's just keep that safe for now. And oh y'all, look at these. Look at this. Yes, I loved him in Swordfish as well. Oh man. Oh, we are definitely keeping these. I know it says like volcanic, but I'm gonna use it anyway. Look at that. Yeah, so I actually want to use the one with the black boxes on it because we can say that they can't see outside of there. Okay, looks pretty good. And this is pretty good. Scene editions, I like that. I like these, but these don't really fit the style of what I'm going for. Instant Mind Creator. Oh, that is a definite copy to library there. Cart parking. Oh, this is like Donkey Kong Country, yo. Caved in mushrooms. I like that because we could easily like replace those with some turnips, maybe. Um, tea turn mushrooms. Oh, and another creepy bridge. I like these creepy bridges. So let's move that over. I like the idea of rails. I guess I wish that there was just one that was already put together. Um, oh yeah, everything's gonna be turnips. Everything will be turnips. Ooh, I like this because like I can like put like secret things in the you know in where the carts are. You know what? I might just in case I might want to make some of these. I'm just gonna get some of these tiles. So like I just want a turn one and a straight one. And then I can rotate those and duplicate those to make them any way I want. So yeah, so I'll actually do that right now. So we'll copy and paste that one to make it look like that. And we'll have copy and paste that one to look like that. Yeah. And then we can copy and paste both of these. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so I can make my own mind track if I wanted to make like kind of a complicated path and stuff. I can just like use those, which would be great. Hey, Katie May. Um, yeah, I mean I like that because I can make the bridges as long as I want, and also in Roll20, so I can use what's called the fog of war, so I can so I can not hog, I can like hide different things and like reveal them. So like I can create the whole track, but I can make it so it's super dark and they can only see maybe 3 squares, right? Ahead of them. So I can say like, hey, are you moving left or right? Like your cart is going down a path and you have to make a quick decision. Do you lean left or like do you lean right? So I like that. There might be a whole little Donkey Kong adventure, like a whole Donkey Kong Country uh mining kind of situation here going on. And if you haven't played Donkey Kong Country for the Super Nintendo, it's a fantastic game. What fantastic like a series of games, and they always have these very cool cart sequences. Also, I think somebody asked about my background. This is actually from Cyberpunk 2077, um, which I know is a game that's very broken for a lot of people. But I was fortunate enough to be able to play through and beat it. I definitely had bugs, but on PC it was a lot easier to handle those. And man, it has some phenomenal kind of backgrounds. And this is actually at Misty's shop, which is like a a like like a tarot card shop, and it's awesome. So that's what that background is. If you could see it, like there and there. Okay. All right. So we do got some good mind stuff here. I like the. I'll just do the cross again, crossroads, just in case I need them. Yeah, this is pretty cool. But I don't want to spend the whole time just doing mind stuff. But I am kind of digging this now. Uh, yeah, great, cool. Yeah, so we have our quarry, and we have like some maybe underground parts in the quarry. Yeah, it does get addictive. You are correct about that. Um, as someone that bought a notebook of graph paper to design Super Mario Maker like levels pixel by pixel, I know exactly what you mean. Exactly what you mean. Um, all right. All right. So we got a bunch of stairs and yeah, I like having a bunch of rooms. Let's see. Yeah, there could definitely be some water for something. I haven't thought about having water for anything, but there could definitely be some water. Um, and I like though having some rooms here. So let's just have a three-way room, a two-way room with alcoves. Wait, whoops. Oh, I put that on top of it. My bad. Will there be any water in the park? You know, I don't know. There could be a fountain, I guess. Um, yeah, there could be I don't remember if we mentioned a fountain. If we did, I didn't note it down. Um, but let's see if we can find a fountain here. Yeah, like obviously there's a bunch of fountains here. Um, yeah, I definitely remember the chalice thing, but that's fine. I mean, we could put a fountain in there. You know. Oh, but that would be cool if the fountain was somehow connected to this stuff, like the water. Oh man. Oh, we are getting in it. We getting in it. Um, yeah. So yeah, hopefully we can get some fountains that come up here, because like I agree that that can open up a lot to possibly like connecting things. Well, okay, yeah. So while we wait for that, um, let's look at our overall sketch here of what we got. I actually want to save this just in case. Actually, town map. It's really like an outline of the map. Like it's not like a. Yeah. Okay. Great. So I have that saved. So yeah, I think after coming back to this, I think I still feel pretty good about this. The park being in the middle, Chadwick Mansion, and the other ones being like to the upper left, kind of elevated. The residential area, the mayor kind of being with the people. Uh, Foreman Flicks on the bottom left, and the small business place. The like Chemty building on the lower left. City Hall and the rest of the commercial district on the bottom. Homegrown, the Preservation Society on the lower right. The Techburg Turnips here on the right here. The local paper office that Alexa runs in the upper right. The Tebergen Academy of Science here on the top. And the Turnip Festival here. I feel really good about that layout. I think that's a good overall thing that we can do. So I'm gonna basically scout. Basically, I'm gonna make a nicer version of this, put it in the handouts so all of the players can see it. Uh, I think that works pretty well. Okay. Excuse me. Um, all right, so we're actually not getting any fountains, which is surprising. Is it 80s inspired? I would say the source content is inspired from those movies. Our campaign is set in the 90s, but the inspiration of the campaign tends to be those 80s movies like The Goonies or E.T. or Stranger Things, which, is based on kind of an 80s, 90s childhood. So yeah, it kind of comes from that, like kids in small towns dealing with supernatural stuff and regular stuff and all that. So, um, yeah. So basically, the way that I'm handling the schools is that they're like those like junior high / high schools. So they kind of have like like separate like sections in them. To like accommodate both the younger kids and people like four, who I believe four is 16 and the youngest is 11. So like to have them on like the same uh, um, campus, it's basically going to be that. So yeah, that's how we're going to handle that. Um, and yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to leave it to the players to decide on the hangout. But like I'm going to give them plenty of options. Oh, interesting. Searching the Roll20 marketplace and then inputting the title of that in your game. Okay. I don't know. I've been having luck bringing up stuff with the search function, but like I know there's fountains in there, like there's got to be. So yeah, let's we can try that searching directly in the marketplace and let's see fountain. Very straightforward. Yeah, see how there's all these fountains. Interesting. Yeah. So then I can go to this. And then I can just put, I guess, build a town in there. Let's see. See if I can do it that way. Or maybe the author's name, possibly. I could also go to download and then, I guess, import it in there. But let's see if that worked. Build a town. Oh yeah, there will definitely be places that that like they can like avoid. Yes, I was thinking of the Turnip Festival was going to be like a place that that they go to. But it is tended it's kind of like a community garden. So there's like a group of people that are all about it and they love it. Like Amelia, like she's been in Techburg for like a really long time. It's kind of like her personal thing. Um, so yeah, it's always a garden. It's always a turnip garden. It's just that the festival is like a bigger like celebration of it, you know. Um, yeah. So I wonder how if I wanted to like include these in my game directly. I know I could like download it and then like import it, but like I don't want to do that. Um, hmm. Yes. So the tourist attractions that we talked about was the Doomsday Preppers. So they still come in for like resources, and like people come to Techburg to try to get a glimpse of one of these like apocalyptic like Doomsday Preppers. So like they have tours that drive around and they see these cabins and all that stuff. Obviously, like they like don't get close. But you can also search the marketplace in the virtual tabletop by just going through the list alphabetically. I can try that. So I would just look for build a town. Oh yeah, okay, so that does kind of work. And then it'll load that set, and then I can be able to. Okay, yeah, that is a good suggestion. Thank you very much. Oh, yes. It's definitely not like they're taking a tour and knocking on their door. I mean, they're taking a tour and they're staying like way far out, and they're saying like, if you look down there several miles, that's where they are. Because if you get too close, you're probably gonna get shot, you know, or like you're gonna rig some kind of explosion or bombing or that kind of thing. So yeah, it's not like you're getting in a double decker bus and going right next to a cabin and taking pictures. You know what I'm saying? Though there might be some stories, y'all, about some tourists that try to get too close. Like they try to get those Instagram pics. I mean, like they like tried to go up in there and flex for the gram, and they got popped. You know what I'm saying? That could be it could be a rumor. It could be something that's true, because y'all know how uh let me say how certain people are when they get on these tours, and they're kind of like they treat it as like a safari, and they treat it as like, ooh, let me go to these exotic locations, quote unquote exotic locations. I could definitely see somebody sneaking off the tour thing, trying to get too close. And who knows? Maybe the characters will find some tourists that got too close, and maybe they didn't make it out of there. If the group chooses to go out there, oh, that's a good possibility. That is a good possibility for sure. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, so I'm trying to think if there's anything else major that I need to cover here, because I know we're nearing the end of our time. See, I don't think I need to do anything else with the school yet. I think this is a good start. I like having just some additional people to populate the town with. Let's see. Well, yes. Well, they might not be dead though. They might be reanimated or experimented upon. There could be a whole bunch of stuff that we can do, because our we do want a creepy vibe for this. That is what the players wanted, so there might be some creepy stuff going on. See, I forgot what this was. I don't even remember getting this. Ooh. So this, I don't know. This just looks too nice for Techburg. But you know what? This can be, anytime something is too nice for Techburg, it goes over to the Chadwicks or the T-Bergens. So yeah, this is eccentric T-Bergen stuff. Yeah, this is eccentric T-Bergen stuff. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, maybe the only reason they like the tours and they haven't like really attacked them is because they know they could get some new members from these tours, or some new experiments from the tours. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's great. Yeah, I mean, I like to gather things. I like to I don't like to start building immediately. I like to map things out and then kind of gather all the stuff and then start to form that. I know people do their design kind of differently. That's just the way that I like to do it. I kind of like that though. So you find something on the marketplace and then you look for it alphabetically on that group. I can dig that. Yeah, because I can basically look at all this stuff. I can do some town square stuff. So I can look for town square battle maps. And then go down here to town square. Oh wait, actually first I want to copy build a town to my library. So let's go to town square battle maps. Town square battle maps. There we go. And now I can get some town squares. So this is the kind of stuff that it would be in that commercial area, right? In that area that we talked about at the bottom here. So we can do rain, mud. I want a muddy one. I like to empty at night then, because if my players want to creep in to the town square at night, right? They can get that, which I like. I'll keep that over there. Yeah, so this will be the commercial district. And I just love all these options for the town square. Oh, gallows! Oh my God, we're not having gallows in this time. Yes, it is a mood board that that like I could use directly, for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna like copy and paste on the different pages for sure. So yeah, this is how you do it. Oh my god, look at that. Huh. I have an idea of how I might use this that I cannot share with y'all, but I like the idea of this one. Yeah, I have an idea of how that can come into play. So we have a fountain here. Snow day. Portals. Let's look at this one. Okay. Have an idea for that as well. That again, I will not share with the chat. But this is good stuff. I like this. I don't want mud in the town. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Carnival. All right. This is great. This is great. I'm digging it. And I like that we have some great stuff that we can already use. We have some Chadwick stuff. We have the quarry itself. We have maybe this is like one of like the Techburg Gardens, maybe. We have the commercial district. We have some turnip festival stuff. We have some warehouse stuff for the ChemT building. Oh yeah, this was like one of those themed rooms that like they could have um in those mansions. We had some stuff with the school. We had the parking lot. I think this was supposed to be outside of the school. We got the school. We have some characters in the school. Um, I don't know what to use this wagon for. I just thought that the lighting was cool on it, so just like dragged it over just for the heck of it. Um, and we just have some other characters, just some characters that I thought looked interesting. And yeah, I think we're good then. So thank y'all for joining this stream. I had a great time. We'll be doing this every Thursday morning, you know, to prep for the show on Monday morning. So make sure to check us out on Monday mornings, 8 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Central. If that's too early for you, or if you're working, the videos will be on YouTube, and all that great stuff. So you can always check out the archives. So have a great day, everybody. And I like that idea with the barrels as well. Very, very good. Yeah. So I will check y'all later. Peace out, y'all.